Hey there, brothers and sisters. My name's Jay, along with my co-host Tank. Welcome to the Hesitation Station. Is that good?
We're getting invaded by the Wish version of Motorhead.
Yes. This will be the only time you guys get to see this, because it will be shaved soon, but this was just for pranks and fun, and this is what it came out to be.
Instead of Ace of Spades, it's Ace of Cakes.
Hey, bitch. All right, everybody.
The Ace of Cakes.
Shut up. I like cake. You leave me alone. So we got a friend of ours that actually watches the show, and I text him, and I'm like, "Hey, Chris, look at this," and I'm like this, and he's like, "You look like Chuck Liddell if he skipped the gym." I was like, "Ow, thanks, man." Anyway, so as you guys know, I sound a little better. I look horrible, but I sound better, so there's a plus. But yeah, the Alabama Con episode was scrapped because I sounded horrible. Things were going wrong. My microphone sounded horrible, and so we just wanted to make another one and give you guys the best that we can.
And yet you over here trying to get me to buy that same microphone.
Oh no, it works. It just so happens that my microphone was trying to pick up through my webcam, and I didn't know how to change it. So yeah, I changed it. Figured it out. I'm good. Anyway, so I could do that too. Okay. Anyway, so
I'm just waiting for you to break out a bottle of Shine or something.
So, guys, we're going to talk about Alabama Con today. But since we scrapped Alabama Con, the original episode, I was able to get somebody on here. And we've had them on before. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our buddy and our friend, Dad Can Game.
What's up, big guy?
Surprise guest.
Welcome to the Wish Motorhead concert.
I was about to say, the 80s called. They want their facial hair back.
Ow. I'm getting roasted, man. And I'm getting roasted by the people I didn't expect. Like, I went to my brother's today. I'm like, man, I'm going to get roasted hard at my brother's house. He didn't say nothing to me. Nothing. And I'm getting roasted by y'all. And that's...
I mean, I can't see anything. I had a lot less facial hair the last time you saw me. So,
Yeah. It's coming back really well.
Mine stayed the same.
Yeah, you're boring. We all know it. It's cool.
Look, not everyone can pull off the biker lumberjack look.
Yeah.
You definitely can. Well, now you can.
I mean, you even got the torn off,
Yeah, I got my
showing
battle
off the
vest,
guns
man.
there and everything, man.
I got the battle vest. I got on the backside. It's the Uchiha symbol from Naruto. And then,
very good.
Right here. Oh no, wrong way. Forgot. It's got the White Ranger, and I don't know what this is. I think it's the Power Sword.
That's the Tiger Sword. Boy, take that pin off.
Okay, all right. You're not allowed to have the pin if you don't know what it is. All right,
I can't see it.
You put it on. That's like, I don't know what underwear I'm wearing today. Like, and you put the thing on.
Right here is my social battery. It is. I don't have the pin for it anymore. It's just gone. So
I had it, but it exploded.
Oh. So yeah, man, DC, how's things going?
Things are going well. I'm recovering from a knee surgery. That's why I had to shave. Long story on why those two things are connected. But I had to shave for a surgery. And I'm just in the process of recovering. I have been sitting around for the last month, catching up on TV shows and watching a lot of wrestling reruns. Peacock is great for, just scrolling through and catching up. I've been through the Attitude Era, through the Ruthless Aggression Era. So just binge watching a whole lot of stuff. I finished Ted Lasso. That was one of the things I wanted to check off. So I finished Ted Lasso, finished a couple of other shows, and be going back to work soon.
Yeah.
Good to hear, man. I'm glad to hear that you're recovering well, and I'm glad everything's going well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
He found
remember.
out about Peacock.
Yeah, I did.
It's a good service.
We,
Obviously, no sponsors or anything like that, but it's a good.
Yeah,
it's a good,
no sponsors.
Yeah, although Peacock, if you do want to sponsor me, take a couple bucks off my monthly bill. I won't hate you for it. I know all the Peacock. I know all the Peacock executives are going to be watching this stream. So,
yeah, boy, we get out to everybody.
And Peacock. I'm just saying, come sponsor me. Or Hesitation Station.
Come sponsor us. Okay. Yeah. All right.
He came over. Like 2 weeks ago now. And got super excited because he found wrestling on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
watched Bash at Berlin.
That was a good show.
Oh, my God.
That was a good show. Now, the fun part is WWE is actually... All right.
Sorry, something's going on.
That's okay.
Jesus Christ.
I think it looks better.
Why?
What?
Why? You done thrown everything off.
I can't even look at myself.
I mean, now you just look like a 70s porn star.
You look like a dad from a 70s sitcom ready to go and just put your foot up somebody's ass.
He's Red Foreman. Damn it, Eric.
Hell yeah. No, apparently something was going on outside and they were asking us for help.
And then they took your facial hair?
Was it so bad that they shaved you?
No, I was
did they hold you down and was it really a crime against humanity?
Show us on the doll where they touched you.
No. What happened was I was like, you know what? I want to see what I look like with a mustache. So I just said, fuck it. And I went in there and just went, Nyong. That's
so if this does make it onto the cut, so what he did was he left. In the middle of recording this, he left us all hanging just so that he could come back and look like a bald Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's...
No, I left in the middle of recording to help somebody.
It's the West version of Magnum P.I.
It really is.
I mean, does it look good, though?
I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather take the beard over the mustache.
Yeah, I miss the bars.
I mean, I'm not.
No, you can't go put it back. No. That's not how facial hair works.
It is with super glue. That's what led you down this path to begin with.
That's great. Lord. Oh man, I'm sorry, DC. I really am sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Usually, I wouldn't just leave in the middle of a recording, but yeah, still.
At least I'll wait until the end.
So, so what I was saying was, you had discovered WWE on Peacock. Now, starting in January, though, WWE Raw is moving to Netflix.
Yeah, I am curious about that.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, so we're all kind of curious what it's going to mean. There's been quotes from the higher ups like Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, all of them saying that they're excited for it. Because Netflix has no censors or anyone to really answer to for their content. They don't have, any kind of rules or anything like that on the content that they can produce.
Right.
And so a lot of people are kind of theorizing we might see a revolution of the Attitude Era, maybe an Attitude Era 2.0. They just announced starting in October, they're actually cutting down Raw from 3 hours down to 2 hours.
Oh.
And so a lot of people are also thinking this is a way for them to start streamlining their content, for Netflix.
Yeah.
I did see, I don't know how accurate it is, but I did see where Netflix is still planning on running ads during these Raw lives, even though they don't have to, but they see that as an opportunity to generate some revenue, even though it won't be the same 3-minute long ads that we normally get, on USA or whatever. might just be ads for Netflix. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like, go watch this new Netflix show.
Raw.
That or stuff about WWE or any of the movies they've got coming out.
Yeah. Well, and it's going to be great. I want to say Triple H was saying that they're going to be able to reach, like, I want to say he said, and don't quote me on this number, but like up to 80 new countries through Netflix.
Damn.
Because it's not just Raw that's moving to Netflix. If you're watching internationally, so outside the US, Netflix actually has the rights to SmackDown and to all the PLEs. So if you're watching in England or whatever, everything is in one place now. All you need is a Netflix subscription. You have everything. Whereas we still have to watch SmackDown on USA and the PLEs on Peacock until those rights are over with.
Yeah. So let me ask you something about wrestling. Do you think Cody Rhodes or Gunther would ever lose their titles anytime soon?
I think Gunther is more likely to drop his title. I love the King.
I'm the king of the ring.
The King, man. By the way, shout out to one of the best announcers ever, Jerry the King. I think Gunther, just that title on Raw is more likely to change hands than the SmackDown Universal Championship. Right now, it feels like the Universal title. Cody Rhodes spent 2 years chasing that thing.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to pull it off of him anytime soon.
No.
What Gunther has going for him is he has the opportunity to really put a long title reign together for himself. I mean, he held the IC title for 666 days. I remember that just because it's 666. And they made a big deal about that before he dropped it. But, he has an opportunity to put a long title reign together. I think Raw just also has, Gunther is a heel character. Raw has a lot more opponents for him to go up against. Cody Rhodes, I've seen the message boards. I've seen all the hate that Cody's gotten for his title reign. Like, Cody's so boring. It was so much better with the tribal chief, with Roman Reigns as champion. Cody was better chasing the title than he is, defending it. It was just such a better product. There's some truth to that, but none of that is Cody's fault.
Yeah.
Because the second Cody got the title and Roman left, who does Cody have to go up against? That roster, that SmackDown roster, was constructed with 4 years of Roman being the top heel, the heel of heels, right? Like the tribal chief, like the bloodline, most despised person. No one could take him down, all this, the whole acknowledge me thing. You spent 4 years building that SmackDown roster with basically nothing but faces. You turned Randy to a face. You turned KO to a face. You've got Cody. You've got pretty much the entire roster is just faces.
Yeah.
Because you had to have people to put up against Roman. And now you don't have anyone you don't have a heel to go up against Cody. You don't have that natural, opposite for Cody to go up against. You don't have, someone who just turned heel naturally, like when The Rock did when he turned into Hollywood Rock.
Yeah.
To go up against Stone Cold and all of that. You don't have that guy. You don't have that Triple H guy.
Mock my words, DC. Like, I'm calling this. I think Stone Cold's going to be in the WrestleMania over in Nevada.
Ooh.
I
know they teased it for 40. The problem was everything I heard from it was Stone Cold was supposed to be in the Undertaker spot.
Yeah, but see, he said he would never travel again, but guess where he lives? He lives in Nevada. So, I mean, it would just kind of work out.
It would. I mean, I would just think that with Stone Cold, it's got to be it's about the money. So it's whether or not they can come to an agreement on the money. Because from everything I heard, that was what held up. So here's the crazy thing. I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but from what I have heard, Stone Cold like that contract, that negotiation was still going on essentially up to the day of WrestleMania on night 2.
Mhm.
Undertaker was in the audience. He was in his skybox. Like, they had been texting back with Trips. He had been texting back going, hey, we just need you on standby in case things fall apart. He got a text midway through the show saying, we need you, come back. That's why Undertaker was just in like his gear. Like, he wasn't in any outfit. He was just in street clothes.
Yeah.
Like, he was literally watching the show, got a text message, said, come on back. And they got him set up because it just fell through with Stone Cold, you know? And like, that's the wild part. Like, good on Trips for being able to, like, you know, kind of juggle all those balls and everything like that. Little disappointing to hear that about Stone Cold, you know, if it's true. But that's been like the prevailing story that came out of WrestleMania 40. You know, and it makes sense. Like, Stone Cold, he wants to get paid just like anyone else. Undertaker's just always been about the company. He don't give a shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's always been that guy.
Yeah.
He's always been that goat. All right. So did you find out where he lives?
Austin, Victoria, Texas.
Yeah, Victoria. Yep.
I thought he was living in Nevada. That's what I thought. So that's my bad. My bad, WWE fans.
Shame.
That's why I asked you, because I wasn't too certain. I just know that he said he didn't want to travel anymore, and I thought he lived in Nevada, and I know they're doing it over in that area. So I didn't know if he would maybe come back. So,
man, after hosting the Super Bowl for Vegas to get WrestleMania next, like, that's crazy, man. Vegas is just popping off. They did going a little off topic here, but did you guys see, I believe it was last night, the big UFC fight night was done at the Las Vegas Sphere
with Sugar Show and them?
Yeah. So, like, I was seeing on my TikTok just like all these people posting like all these insane graphics that they were using for the Sphere and everything, you know, around the arena and stuff like that. It was pretty amazing.
Nice. No, I didn't know they had that over there.
Yeah, it was the first time.
Speaking of Nevada and Los Angeles and all that good jazz, let's talk about Alabama for a minute.
Okay.
We're gonna turn the tide here. We're gonna turn the topic for a second, because I can talk about
how the turntables.
I could talk about wrestling for a good hot minute, because I told Tank a couple weekends ago that, you know, since watching it again, I just gotten back into it, man. Like, it's like I'm a kid again.
Triple H is doing a fantastic job, and I feel like I've told people that have messaged me or, you know, have come into my chat when I'm doing my live reacts to wrestling, because I do those on Monday Night Raws and Friday Night SmackDowns and the monthly PLEs. You know, it's like, oh, is this a good time to jump in? And I said, this is a fantastic time to jump in, because WrestleMania 40 closed out a lot of storylines. This is like, you know, almost like a reboot in the comic world, you know, like, you know, New 52 or whatever. This is a fantastic jumping in point. If you're curious about the new wrestling product, this is a good time to jump in.
I really like what they're doing with Damian, Rhea, and Dom and Liv.
Yes,
that's
the
just
Judgment
funny.
Day and Dirty Dom and Liv.
We'll get back to that. I promise.
Yeah.
We'll get back.
We're Alabama. Go Crimson Tide.
Yeah, no, we ain't gonna say that now. We
next time on Alabama Z.
So Alabama Comic-Con. It's my dogs. I hate the dogs sometimes because all they do is bark. Anyway, so Alabama Con. We'll be going September 28th, right? At the right date.
We're gonna be going down there the 27th.
Well, the
con is the 28th and 29th.
Yeah, dumbass. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be going over there. We'll be having a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. As most people know if they watch us, I'm a huge, Final Fantasy nerd, Naruto nerd, stuff like that. And they're actually having Sephiroth over there for,
Ooh.
yeah, the voice actor of Sephiroth. And I am so excited to meet him. So I'm very excited.
So, aside from Sephiroth being there, what else is going on at the Alabama Comic Con, and should I be trying to get tickets?
Yes. I mean, dude, we would love to actually meet you personally. Yeah, dude, come on.
Well, I mean,
down.
for one, we're going to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
And every time we show up, it's a blast.
It's a party. And I'll be over here looking like Ted Lasso. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not keeping this. Anyway, yeah, dude. They
Better get really good at darts.
What? I've never seen Ted Lasso. I'm sorry. Sorry, fam. I'm sorry, guys. I have a life.
Why do I keep you around?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what his life starts with? His life starts with an F and ends with an Orknight.
No, that's not true.
Everyone's entitled to their own tastes in programming. Some are just worse than others.
Bruh.
Fair.
Anyway, so
he has me
Sephiroth,
listening to all these damn SpongeBob songs.
So besides Sephiroth, we're gonna have Fred Williamson. He played in Dusk Till Dawn, but he's also Fred the Hammer Williamson. He played football, but he's a very renowned actor, very renowned athlete. So I don't know if that would be somebody you would want to meet, but he'll be there.
That's awesome.
Also, we're gonna be having. We're gonna have a lot of wrestlers. We're gonna have Mark Henry, D'Lo Brown.
Oh man,
Ron.
The
Simmons,
Nation of
Charles
Domination
Blake.
is gonna be.
I was about to say this sounds like a Nation reunion.
It is.
Over there.
And of course, my personal favorite, King Booker T himself will be there. So
King Booker.
Yep, I'm very excited to meet him.
Booker.
The five-time WCW champion.
Dude, I remember growing up watching him, and like to this day, like he doesn't look half bad. Like I think he's what, in his 60s, maybe.
I would have to look it up.
Yeah, something like that. But he's, he still looks good and built. If he came,
he does commentary for the NXT show. So
does he? Okay.
Yeah, he's still very much involved in WWE.
There's one guy that I'm very looking forward to meeting. Mm-hmm. Jason Baker. He's the guy that made Bray's mask for The Fiend.
I was about to say that name sounds really familiar. And now, okay. All right. That's really cool.
A guy that I'm going to meet, I've already met him once. His name is Jason Douglas. He plays Lord Beerus on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Or Dragon Ball Super. But I'm just going to meet him because the first time I met him, he was so chill, so calm, collective. It was like it's him and me in that moment. And I don't know, man. He was really cool. So I'm just going to meet him again. Because why not?
Yeah, fantastic.
He's going to meet Chandler Riggs again.
No, I'm fucking not.
So we met Chandler at another con we went to. And Jay was like, all right, we're going to go up to him. I'm going to give him the spiel. We're going to have a blast. We're going to give him a card, and then we're going to leave.
Yep.
And we get up there, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. And Jay just goes. So I do the whole spiel, give him the card, and, shake his hand and everything, and then we leave. And Jay just walks away.
I'm dying laughing. I really don't know why I did that, man. I really don't. Like, I've met so many actors, so many voice actors, and content creators, and all of this, and I've never done it. I met JDF. I got a little starstruck, but I wasn't like looking at his autographs like I did Chandler. Like, I got up there, and everything just froze, and I don't know why.
See, I don't think I've met too many celebrities where I've had like those, I've met a couple of footballers and stuff like that. But I've never actually gotten up close and personal with celebrities. So I don't know how I would react. I'd like to think I would, be chill, but Yeah, you put me up against Rhea Ripley or something like that, I'd probably be like, "Oh, mommy."
Okay, I gotta ask. Do you think you'll be coming down to Alabama Comic Con?
No. Unfortunately, my guy, I've been out of work for a month. Like,
the man is recovering from surgery.
I got knee surgery. Like, I'm still limping around here. Like, I'm a pirate. Like,
hey,
come
man.
on.
You know what that sounds like? DC? That sounds like excuses.
Okay, you want me to come down as soon as you send me a plane ticket and the tickets, I'll be on a plane. However, until then,
fuck yourself.
Until, if you want to sponsor DCG down in Alabama Con, and I'll be doing my shenanigans, and I could talk to those celebrities for you, Jay, and make sure that you don't make an ass of yourself.
It's funny that you bring that up about sponsoring people. That's a great segue into so around late October, early November of next year, we are looking at trying to put together our first actual con.
Oh wow!
I have the ball rolling. We have people that are interested in coming down.
Where would that be located?
That's the hiccup I have at the moment, is trying to find a place.
Okay.
So we have the idea pretty much fleshed out. It's just I have to find a spot.
That's fair. Yeah, gotta find a venue.
Yeah. I've got a couple in mind, but one of them wanted like $2,200 up front, and I'm like,
no thanks.
I mean, I'm sure we could work that out, but right now, nah, son.
That's really cool.
But no. So we're and once we have everything down, keep an eye on your email, sir.
Okay, yeah, for real, yeah.
Or I could just text them, whichever one.
Or that.
Yeah,
or that.
I mean,
I think it'd be more personal if you just called them and be like, "Hey, you want to
get your ass down?"
And, yeah. You want to come down and be a guest?
Dude, I'm looking forward to Alabama Con simply because I will be cosplaying for the first time in a good little minute.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it.
As Mr. T.
Yes. No, I'm not.
Pity the fool. He's too bald.
Pity the fool. I pity the fool that don't eat wine and drink cheese.
Bruh.
Say your prayers, brother.
I don't know if you know these guys, but they are a band called Sleep Token.
I don't believe I've heard them.
I will be dressed up as the lead singer.
Okay.
So, and if you get time later on, just look up Sleep Token, and you'll see the lead singer, and he just has like this mask and this awesome, I guess, outfit. And I was like, you know what? That's easy enough for me to scrounge up and get some money for and be able to do, and I'll do it.
I will say that has been my one hiccup about going to any con. Is for me, I always feel like it's very hard for me to do a cosplay. And like, if I go to a con, like I want to cosplay, like I want to be part of that crowd. But it's like, I'm 6'4", over 350 pounds, and I wear glasses. There are not too many cosplays that I could pull off. Like, no one wants to see fat, overweight Green Ranger. Green Ranger with a drinking habit. I might have done that. Little beer belly. They did Fat Thor. I don't know why we couldn't do fat, out of shape Green Ranger. I could have pulled it off. But I mean, I guess maybe Hagrid, I could do Hagrid, but
or
you could do the PS.
Make your own.
Do the PS2 Hagrid. Harry.
Yeah, exactly. PS2 Hagrid face, But yeah, it's like no one wants to see this in spandex, so that
you can be Steve.
That eliminates a good portion of the. I gotta grow the beard out like Jack
But
Black.
once you
like
grow it out, dude, you can pull Steve off.
I might.
Spirit
by the
of
time-
Halloween's open now. They have beards in stock.
That's true. That's true. I might be able to pull off a Steve now that Jack Black has ruined that for all the Minecraft fans. The amount of hate that trailer got is insane. I'm not a Minecraft
I don't
understand how they-
aficionado, but
I don't understand how they put Jason Momoa in there. I don't know where his place.
he
is.
looks very much out of place in that. Like, I
Very.
mean, I got like the kids in it, and like I heard Jack Black. I had no idea Jason was going to be in that movie. Like, I saw the trailer, I was like, "The hell is Aquaman doing in Minecraft? Like, what are we doing right now?"
The fever dream.
I've never been a fan of Minecraft. I've tried getting into it, but I just
I tried with my oldest. I tried with my oldest. She was into it for a minute, and of course, I downloaded it on the Xbox because Xbox owned it. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I went around. I was like, I'm running around here and I'm punching wood, and I'm like, I don't understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And yeah, Minecraft just not the game for me. Just put me in Fortnite. I'll be happy.
See, I felt like that for Ark as well, because when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, that's just another form of Minecraft. And then somebody told me, you can ride around on a T-Rex with a shotgun, and I was like, well, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
So I just saw they're doing a special DLC with Ark with the Power Rangers.
Yeah, so that's the new Ark. Was it Survival Ascended, I think? I do not have that one.
It looked
Thankfully.
Interesting. I was like, they reskinned your dinosaurs as the Zords, so
Yeah.
you could run around and ride on, the Tyrannosaur.
And you get all the suits
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So I am, yeah, we have a problem, because I'm a big fan of Power Rangers, and I love Ark.
I really hope that Fortnite comes out with a Power Ranger crossover.
I hope they don't.
Simply for Tank's sake.
Because here's the problem with that: my wallet will hate me because I've had this conversation. I've had this conversation with my friends. It works perfectly. You could have your built-in emote, where you change from teenager to Power Ranger. Do the, and you as an emote you transform, and then your glider would be one of the Zords. I'd be flying in on top of a Dragon Zord. It would be epic. I would love my life. But my wallet, I guess I wouldn't need to pay rent that month. Fine.
Jay has been just this whole time. It's gonna happen, and you're gonna buy it, because I ain't bought shit on that game. I have a lot of shit, but it's free shit that I've gotten and shit that somebody has been like, "You're gonna have it anyway," and I'm like, "Fucking no!"
Well,
but
supposedly Iron Man is coming out this week.
Yeah,
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah,
they always get.
I already know
Marvel
you're gonna
stuff.
get it.
They with the Marvel stuff, man.
His gauntlets are coming out, and they're doing. Apparently, the last thing I saw, the update's on the 17th, and you're supposed to be able to trade skins now.
I didn't see that was going to be a part of it. I know that they're trying to figure that out. I know they've been beta testing that.
Yeah, I am confused.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how that's going to work, because they got rid of the skin rarity system. So,
yeah. Oh, did they?
Yeah, it used to be before Chapter 5, like when you would pull up all of your skins, like there would be like little rarity colors in the background.
Yeah.
Like green and purple rarities and stuff like that, and they don't have those anymore. They got rid of it all. And you used to be able to actually sort your skins by rarity, so you knew how rare of skins you had.
Yeah, I mean, people still on like TikTok and YouTube, they still do a lot of that rarity ratings and stuff. Yeah, I agree with you, DC. I am a sucker for Marvel stuff because they're doing really good right now. The only one I really don't have is the new Black Cat skin. Black Cat skin, yeah. Ooh.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I haven't picked that one up because I'm saving for the Iron Man.
yeah.
Like, I'm waiting to see the Iron Man drop and how much that's going to set me back. Before I drop money on
3
Black Cat.
paychecks.
Yeah, exactly, right? Well, I'm not working, so it hurts even more. And then if they ever drop Chun-Li, I'll be picking Chun-Li up.
I hope they don't.
Just because.
I'm a fan of Street Fighter, and I'm a fan of the Power Rangers, and if they drop those,
I don't think they'll bring Chun-Li back, though. Is the problem?
Yeah, Cypher kind of ruined it for all of us.
Yeah.
I picked up a game, or was gifted, I should say, better word, a game yesterday. Speaking of Street Fighter, the Marvel versus Capcom collection just recently released, and I found it in my email. Someone was nice enough to toss me a copy, so I loaded that up last night. And yeah, if you ever played in the arcade, now for all of you young people listening, an arcade is where you went to. It was this wonderful building that had a bunch of arcade cabinets, and you would actually take dollar bills, that physical money, you put in a machine, and the machine would give you quarters. And you would use those quarters and play video games for hours. Yeah, the small ones. Yeah. And your parents would drop you off there, and then you would get the crap kicked out of you by a bunch of older kids.
Quarters.
Yeah. But yeah, they're all the original from the arcade collection. So it's not even like the console releases. They actually took the arcade versions of all like the Marvel versus Capcom games and loaded them up on this collection. And I checked that out for a little bit. It was a lot of fun. Very, very nostalgic feel to it.
All right, check it out. You know what I really want? Like, if I could grab a game, I mean, I'm sure I could grab it. It's just a lot of money.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Shut the hell up. No, it's like $85. It's the Final Fantasy collection, and it comes with 1 through 6, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I want that so bad. Because then I would have 1 all the way up to 16.
So now, how do you guys feel about this transition from physical media to digital media? See, last time you guys got me on the stupid music question. Now I'm gonna put you guys on the spot.
So, what is it? They're not gonna do. I never heard about it.
So I mean, there's been a huge push towards digital media, right? Mm-hmm. Physical media is basically a dying trend. My local GameStop actually just posted they're shutting down at the end of the month. And so you're seeing GameStop start to consolidate stores. And actually a lot of GameStops are actually now doing they're retransitioning into retro stores where they'll sell retro media like NES games, SNES games, things like that. But we are seeing, especially with the new announcement of the PS5 Pro, where it's $700 and does not even include a disc drive. The drive is actually an $80 extra attachment, and the stand is $30. We'll get into that on another topic. But you're seeing this huge push towards digital only.
Yeah.
And at any point in time, technically, I mean, do we even own these games? Because they could say, you don't get the license anymore.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I like the digital. I mean, I got a digital right now, digital PS5, and I like it digital. Before, don't get me wrong. Before I would be, I was a very big collector. I still am a collector, and I still have all of the stuff. But with the games, I noticed that they always get scratched. They always get lost. I got 2 dogs that y'all can hear back there that always likes to piss on them. So I decided to get digital, and honestly, man, I've never looked back. I mean, they're there as long as my stuff is there. I'm good.
And I'm pretty much the same way. Like, I've really embraced digital. I just thought I'd throw it out to you guys since I know you guys are also big collectors. And I know the collectors have like a huge feeling about this where it's like, same thing with like movies and stuff, the people who just really want to hang on to their Blu-rays and their DVDs and stuff.
See, and I think that's one of the things that I'm on the fence with it. I mean, I'm not opposed to it just because logistically speaking, it takes up a lot less space.
Yep.
I don't have to have shelves for DVDs or video games or anything like that anymore, which is cool because I mean I ain't got that much space to begin with. But on the other hand, it's nostalgic to walk over to your bookshelf and thumb through the DVDs or thumb through the PS4 games, because some of them, you'll pull out, like I can, if I still had a copy, I could pull out a copy of Harvest Moon: Back to Nature and just think back on the times that I played the crap out of it and it got me through depression or it helped me calm down after a horrible day at school. You've got all these emotions tied into the media itself that, I mean, 5-10 years down the road, they may not be able to do that.
Well, and I think you also, with the argument against, digital only or streaming only, you have this fear that these companies are going to take liberties with this media that you have, a very high connection to, or a very strong connection to. We kind of, circle back to WWE. There's episodes and even pay-per-views missing from Peacock where, you can't watch those episodes or those pay-per-views of old WWE shows. For whatever reason, they cut out segments because they're just deemed too hard, for this audience, right? Like it was too controversial. Or, they don't want to show you the pay-per-view where Owen Hart fell to his death. And they continue the show, and it's like
that's also like all the stuff with Chris Benoit.
Exactly.
They cut out all the stuff with him. And I mean, I get why. You don't really want to be associated with that. But on the other hand, it kind of gives you, that new perspective. Like, hey, yeah, we love watching wrestling. We love what they do. But this is one of the untold stories about what actually happens to these people.
Yeah, and I think there's just that fear with, digital media where companies can kind of rewrite history. To where they're painted in a better light, if they did make a mistake or, whatever. So I think in that respect, yeah, I mean, I wish that there was still going to be a place for physical. I mean, it's the way of the world, it's like the 8-track tape, I mean, everything now. Best Buy is not even selling DVDs,
Well, it also goes to the whole, what you were talking about with the license, if you buy, like if I buy a game on PS5 through the store, do I really own it? I mean, you used to look at it like you buy the DVD or the game from Walmart, take it home. Yeah, that's yours. You're done.
Yeah.
But now,
yeah, and that there's like, that fear with like Apple iTunes, where if for whatever reason, let's just say Apple just decided to say we're no longer going to continue our commitment with Warner Brothers Media.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine loading up your iTunes library and all your movies from Warner Brothers were gone? No more Batman movies or anything like that. If you had purchased, any of the Batman movies, like, what happened? Oh, well, we said that you bought these for as long as we agreed to have a contract with that company.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I thought I bought the movie. Like, I didn't buy a contract. I bought the movie. But in reality, that's kind of the way it works.
I think I agree with what DC says about, how, things are it's gonna happen. The 8-track, the Walkman, things like that. They all disappear eventually. But at the same time, Like like I said, I like the digital aspect, and I would hope that if PlayStation has the rights and they just something happened, we lost our games. I would think, again, I would hope that they would do something about the games that we lost.
You're putting a lot of faith into a multi-billion-dollar
Hey,
company.
look, man,
that they actually care about, your gaming library. No, I agree. It would be a very, very bad look, and I think that's why, for the most part, Apple, PlayStation, they all play really nice, with all these companies and licensing.
Yeah.
See, no one wants that look.
Fun of me. The hell?
Well, I mean, they kind of have to.
I mean, like, it would be a huge hit to them. I mean, just on a consumer, marketing consumer level, like, I mean, sure, if you want to completely breach the trust that you've built with your consumer base, go ahead and do that. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like with have y'all heard what Walmart's doing or just did?
In terms of
Walmart is either in the process or has just completed buying Vizio for like $2.3 billion.
I had not heard that, but that's crazy.
Yeah. Effectively, what that does is if you own a Vizio TV in your home, you are now essentially a Walmart home. Because they can go, they're talking about having their own network and shit. And
I've heard
advertisements.
God, what was it? Oh my, I cannot remember. There was this TV promotion a year or two ago that was essentially giving away a free 65-inch television. Mm-hmm. Okay, you could sign up and you could get a free 65-inch television. Everyone started freaking out. The flip side of it, though, was you had to agree to get, like, basically on the bottom of your TV was always going to be ads. And it was going to be like a ticker of ads, just always on like a bottom line of your TV. Like, no matter what you were doing, no matter what input you were using. Like, it was always going to have like this ticker of ads, and you had to keep it. You were basically signing a contract that for like 2 years or whatever, like, that you agreed to have these ads constantly played on your television. And yeah, that deal with Walmart, that just kind of reminds me of that. Like, now you're going to get, like, as soon as you turn on your TV, it's going to say like Walmart Plus, go grab your groceries, from your TV, you're going to be able to do your grocery order from your television.
Nah. I pull up the Walmart app and always get that Walmart Plus shit. I'm like, why?
So
I don't have you for a reason.
I will say, once again, no sponsorship or anything like that, but I did get Walmart Plus, and the week before, because I live very rural, I live out in the middle of the woods, about 20 minutes away from my Walmart, and I got a notification like the week before I went into surgery that Walmart Plus was going to expand delivery to my area. And I was like, oh, thank God, because my wife doesn't drive very well, and we were freaking out on like how we were going to do groceries because I couldn't drive. If we were going to have friends pick up our groceries for us. But yeah, that ended up working. I've probably saved over like $100 in delivery fees from Walmart Plus, like just because constant ordering. And that was in like a month. We were just like, oh, let's pick up a gallon of milk and everything, just making people drive all the way out here for like drop off like a gallon of milk. Complete asshole.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you tip.
Walmart need to sponsor this,
man.
Hurry up.
Yeah, Walmart, come sponsor this asshole. I make your people drive all the way out to Timbuktu, drop off a gallon of milk.
You just let him get Walmart Plus delivery, so throw the man a bone.
That's right.
So I got a very important question for you, DC.
I always cuddle after.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. At least somebody cuddles.
I mean, just stroke my beard and tell me I'm pretty.
Well, now I got a mustache, so you can stroke.
So you guys stroke my beard. Anyways, important question.
Me sometimes.
Because that's what heroes do. Anyway, So who would you? We're gonna change topic here. Who would you choose, Rhea or Liv?
Rhea.
Why?
I mean, have you seen her?
Well, I'm not talking about looks, man. I'm talking about the story.
Okay, wait. Like let's narrow this down. In a wrestling match, Rhea versus Liv, or like who would I leave my wife for? Rhea
no,
versus
nothing
Liv?
like that. I'm saying like
because I've already told my wife.
Take?
I have already told my wife if Rhea Ripley shows up on the front door, I'm peacing out.
Peacing out. No, I'm saying like whose side are you on with this storyline?
Oh, with the storyline, yeah. So definitely Rhea. I'm definitely on Team Mommy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love the story. I love Liv. Dominic is doing the best work that he's done since he's been with the company. No one, including Gunther, Bronson Reed, none of these heels are doing as good of work as Dominic Mysterio.
Dude, they booed
really
him.
not.
He can't even talk, man.
Exactly. The guy is doing such good work being a slimy heel that like I can't help but not laugh and smile when he's on the screen because he's that guy now. And he's really, I saw an interview, I believe it was with Chris Van Felt, where even Ray was saying that Dominic has really come into his own since him and Ray split up, where Dominic has been able to step out from under his dad's shadow and really grow into his own person. And apparently his look is catching on because you're sporting the same style mustache.
Now you just need the mullet.
Yeah. We call that the Mysterio. Yeah. It's no longer the Sanchez, it's the Mysterio.
No, we got to give it the proper respect. It's the Guerrero.
There you go. But yeah, no, between Liv and Rhea, I'm definitely on Rhea's, side here. Liv is just, come in, been a home wrecker, and really done everything to try and take everything away from Rhea, but in return, she's going to get the biggest ass whooping that she could probably ever receive at Bad Blood. And 100%. I'm very much looking forward to her. I think at Bad Blood, I think that's a good time for her to drop the belt to Rhea. I know everyone's saying that you got to make Liv look strong. Liv has looked really weak, all this. But I think it's a good time for Rhea to get that belt. Mainly because I think it still progresses the storyline forward, because then you have Liv chasing Rhea.
Yeah. You're right. Well, I'm down for it. I've loved what they've done, what Dom and Damian and Rhea and all of them and Liv have done. I think it's wonderful what's going on, and I love seeing Rhea beat Liv's ass. It's great. I'm like, and she tries so hard to like be this evil, bitch lady, and she's like, "Hi, Rhea," and I'm like, "You just don't have that voice. Shut up."
Now, I've got a even more important question for you, Jay and Tank.
Okay.
And it's one that has been posed to me a few times on my lives. In a hypothetical match, who do you have?
Buttered before not buttered.
In a hypothetical match, Rhea Ripley versus Chyna. I saw Jay go white here. He's like, damn.
I had to give it to Chyna because she's strong, but she was a very like technical wrestler, whereas Rhea would be, I don't know, Rhea would be more of a, what do you call it? More of a powerhouse. But
see, I actually think the opposite. Chyna was the powerhouse.
Chyna was a powerhouse. You're right, but at the same time, she knew what she was doing.
I will give it I'll tell you my opinion after I hear from Tank. I don't want to influence.
Okay.
You're gonna have to give me a second because I'm really weighing the pros and cons on this one.
I will say this: Chyna broke the ceiling, the glass ceiling, the proverbial glass ceiling for what women wrestling is, right?
Yeah.
I believe still to date, the only woman who's ever held the IC title. She held it twice. So like China definitely broke down pretty much all the barriers so that you could have wrestlers like Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, all of them. But I'm waiting to hear from Tank here.
I gotta agree with you by the slimmest of margins, simply because I think Rhea hasn't done as much as China did. Yes, China held, the Intercontinental title twice. She was one of the founding members of DX.
Mm-hmm.
She was the first woman in the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
I mean, she was taking on dudes, and I'm not just talking guys the size of Dom. She went up against everybody. If you were in her way, she took you down. If she couldn't take you down then, she would find a way and come back for you.
She took that Stone Cold Stunner, too.
Yep.
Yeah. She, but then again, that's why I say by the slimmest margins, because that was a different time.
And that's where I would probably give the edge to Rhea, only because of what China did. Because China broke those barriers down, women's wrestling was actually seen as viable, and women got the training that they did. And Rhea, from a moveset standpoint, Rhea would be more technical.
Yeah.
Rhea knows more. Rhea's ring work would be better than China's, where China would have to rely on pretty much straight power to get through that match.
Yeah. No.
I mean, she had her time where she did really well athletically, but China, in my opinion, was damn near a pure powerhouse.
Yeah.
But the way she handled it was just fucking flawless.
Yep. Also, R.I.P. to Miss China. I miss her.
Yeah.
Well,
DC, I got a question for you.
Oh, another question.
You ready?
Oh, boy.
Are you playing Fortnite tonight?
Am I playing Fortnite tonight? I probably am going to play Fortnite tonight.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I probably will play some Fortnite tonight. Try and get some more levels. I'm trying to get through this battle pass, trying to get to level 200 again. Like last chapter or last season was so hard for me. Like I barely, the week before the season ended, I finally hit level 200. It was such just a drag for me to play Fortnite. The season was just so bad with the cars and everything. I hated it.
Yeah, dude, I hated those cars, man.
I'm so glad that shit is gone.
Yeah, I really did. Everything about that season it was
garbage.
Such a
garbage.
Yeah. I ended up having to buy the level up pack just so I could run around the rings and get my 21 free levels, and just so I could make it. It was just such a slog. I feel like I'm better now. We've got 2 months left until the end of the season, and I'm level 110, 115, something like that. So I feel like I'm all right.
Level 60, 53. I don't know which one of those two.
He's like, I'm something. I promise.
I am looking forward to Fort Nightmares this year, though.
Yeah,
Fort Nightmares.
That's going to be awesome. Good.
What's that?
So every year, Fortnite does a yearly event for Halloween called Fort Nightmares. In seasons past, they would actually turn the map spooky. There'd be areas of the map where everything would just look very dark and very spooky themed season. There was one season, they haven't done it since, where they would actually do jump scare pop up zombies that would just pop up in front of you.
It was fun.
they've had limited last couple of years. They've done limited time events where it's kind of like a horde rush where all these zombies are trying to kill you, and you get to you get to pick up weapons. So they'll do a horde rush. You gotta survive it. And they'll go through different waves until you have a huge monster at the end that has like a million health that you and your squad have to try and take out. And usually when they do that, like they'll drop weapons from like years past that you don't see in the game anymore that are super OP.
Yeah,
Nice.
I hope they bring out Michael Myers again because I passed up on that and
I got that.
Yeah, dude, I want that skin so bad.
Got that with the emote.
Yeah, well, you may get that with the emote.
I got that. I got Jack Skellington. This year they're supposed to do the Disney villains.
Oh,
so we're supposed to get Cruella DeVille, Captain Hook, and Maleficent.
Is that going to be on
one other
Fort Mares or?
Yeah, it's supposed to be out by Fort Nightmares.
They do Scar.
No, they won't do Scar.
No, of course not. All right.
You just see a lion running around just on all fours, just mounting
awesome.
guns on its sides.
Listen, if they could turn us into beans for the Fall Guy event, they could turn us into Simba.
That's true.
I hate Fall Guy.
Why do you hate Fall Guy?
I'm not a fan of it, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
not at all.
We know you're old and you don't like good games. It's fine.
Give me a good game.
Space Marine 40,000 or whatever. Warhammer 40,000.
Helldivers.
I have heard about that, and I have wanted to try getting into that. But
it looks good.
Don't know
it looks good. It's gotten good reviews.
But anyway, DC, we're about to wrap up here because
absolutely
I'm hungry. So, guys, shocking. Make sure you subscribe to DC, our Dad King Game 2. That's where you can find him. He goes live and does reactions to wrestling. He plays Fortnite. He's a cool dude,
The king demands it.
There you go. I love that.
And make sure you follow us. Our thing is right down there. You can see it. Just a little
over here.
We're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We're on everything. So don't worry. It's not hard to find us. DC, dude, thanks for coming back on. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, anytime, guys.
Yeah, and guys, we will be. Oh, I forgot my camera's here now. Guys, we will be at Alabama Comic-Con. I know we didn't really talk about it too much because we are all ADHD, I think. So I'm sorry. Yeah,
I was distracted by how shiny my head is.
I was distracted on how good my mustache is. I might keep it.
Calm down, Tom Selleck.
But anyway, guys, make sure you catch us on the next episode. Come by Alabama Con and say hi to us. We'll be doing donations, or we'll be raising money for donations for the Extra Life Foundation, which
we have stress balls now.
We do.
Yeah, my job gave me a fuck ton of stress balls to give out.
All right, well, we got stress balls.
There
so
you go.
Need stress balls. And all.
If we have stressed you out at all during this recording, we will have stress balls. We got you covered.
We don't have monetary compensation, but I have a stress ball with your name on
it. There you go.
Well, actually, it says ADT, but hey, it works.
It works. We'll be saving the money or getting the money for Extra Life Foundation, which benefits all children's hospital all around the world. So come by, say hi to us, and we will see you guys the next episode. Peace.
Show.
Later.